Hey, how we doing? Let me look at all these features up here. Tuesday is my YouTube day. Okay, don't want to do that. Cancel. I keep getting these notices to put badges, but I can't. Where are the badges on here? Those are the faces. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, those making some crazy effects. Wow, look at that. We could put crazy effects on me. I don't see the badges. Every time after I go live, I get this notification. I should have done badges, but I don't see the badges on here. See the question box. Anyway, happy Tuesday. I'll look at the badges later. Tuesday is my YouTube day, so I'm spending the day doing YouTube content for you guys. Filmed a whole bunch of awesome videos this morning. Got more work to do in the afternoon. But this is my little break to come say hi, try to bring some value. I see Anna here in the chat. We're going to bring her in. Welcome, Anna. Welcome, Bo. Welcome, Zen. Welcome, Angela. Anna just saying, right? Zen the man says, woohoo. Let's go, Zen. Matt in the house. Hey, there she is. Hey, Anna.
Hi, Evan.
So, where's home for you, by the way?
In London, UK.
London. So what? It's 7 o'clock right there?
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect. So Anna's part of my Movement Makers program. Welcome aboard. And as
Thank
part of
you.
that, we do an IG Live together. So what do you got? How can I help?
Yeah, so a little bit introduction about myself. I'm currently working for an aviation company, but on my journey to become a transformational coach.
Okay.
So 7 years ago, actually, I quit my job in Vietnam and to study English full time. And a years later, I landed in UK and I managed to get a job here in the UK and I live in UK since then. So it's actually a
Great.
very, a great story. And now I'm seeing my friend, the kind of like 7 years behind me, and I want to build a story, coaching journey to have them, make a change, step out of their comfort zone, to make change in their life. And I'm looking for some advice from you how to do, a coaching program for my story so I can inspire my friends, let's say, or other people, they want to really take action.
And did you say Vietnam was where you're from originally?
Yes, I am from Vietnam originally. Yeah.
I love, I love the angle of somebody coming from a different country
Yeah.
and feeling like they don't have to stay stuck where they are. It doesn't even mean they have to move. The
Mhm.
answer doesn't have to be go to London or go to America or go to Canada,
Mhm.
but to
Mhm.
feel like right now it's actually possible to
Mhm.
live your dreams. You don't have to stay
Yeah.
stuck. I think a lot of people, they feel stuck. Like, oh, I was born here. I'm in
Mhm.
Vietnam, and so I
Mhm.
guess that's just it. I can't grow or change. But like, no,
Mhm.
you can change. You can
Yeah.
become whatever you want.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's going to be the easiest kind of first market for you, for people who feel
Mhm.
stuck by their
Mm.
geographic location
Yeah.
and they feel like it's not possible because they
Mhm.
won't. It's harder to connect to an Evan Carmichael because I wasn't born in Vietnam. I was born in Canada,
Yeah,
and I'm
and you
still
don't
in
need to,
Canada. So
you don't need to study English. Like for us, English is second language, so actually everything is more challenging. Uh,
yeah.
my friends right now, they kind of like have family, have a children, but what they seeing, what I can do for my life, they want to do something for their life, Probably they don't need to quit a job or they don't need to go to another country, but they want to do something, but they fear or they're afraid of stepping out of their comfort zone because they have family, they have children, but inside of their heart, they want to do something. I can see it.
So what made the shift for you, Anna, where you said I don't want to stay here, and it's possible. Like I think a lot of people would say I don't want to stay here or I don't want to stay
Mhm.
stuck, but you
Mhm.
then actually made the change. So what made the change for you?
So when I was 24, I worked already 3 years as accountant, and I worked for a Vietnamese company. And 3 years I worked really hard, but then I didn't see a great opportunity for me and my personality to be in that environment. And a lot of questions, and I came to the point I said, I want to find another opportunity for me, maybe in international company, because I'm very like strict person. So maybe in international environment would give me more opportunity to show myself, to get more opportunity, and maybe the owner or the company would value more my personality and value to the company.
So
Uh,
even in there, it's like that shift is important because a lot of people will stay just stuck. Most people don't like their
yeah,
jobs, right? So people can
no,
relate to that. They say, I don't like this accounting job. I don't like this whatever job. But most people then stay in the same job or just try
yeah,
to shut off their life and go watch Netflix or, whatever the
yeah.
equivalent is. You said, no, I'm going to change this and I'm going to go work at an international company and maybe they'll see my skill sets. So what made the shift for you to go from I hate my job to
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go find a better opportunity instead of just blaming the people around you?
Yeah, I make that shift. Yeah, and I took the opportunity. Sorry, I took the control, and I was actually be responsible for my life. I say, I'm not gonna give away this responsibility for anybody else, not my parents, not my brother, nobody else but me. So
Right.
I
But
took
how did you
control
get
back.
there? This is important because this is what you're going to have to coach people on. Most people don't
Mm-hmm.
take that step. So you did it, and we're in your story. You kind of skim over. It's, oh, I did this, but that's actually really important because most people never take that step. So what led you to not blaming your parents or not blaming your country or not blaming your boss or whoever, and say I'm going to take responsibility? Like what led you to actually make that change or that choice?
Actually, I fail a lot in relationship, and I said I don't want to depend on anybody else to support for my financial incomes. Uh, Whatever gonna happen in the future, I don't know, but I need to rely on myself more than anybody else. So I think that's the message, and it's crazy. It's a change. My focus, and I just took the control back, and everything I do, I just focus on my journey to study English, and I just focus. And 7 months, I was from zero, like zero, to get an IELTS. IELTS, to get IELTS, kind of like English, international English certificate to study overseas, like 6-0. That's enough to study a master degree in 7 months. So that's what
Great.
really, yeah, it's really hard journey, and not many people able to do that. But I want to how to kind of like show other people it's possible.
Okay. Well, listen. Everybody can do it because
Mm-hmm.
now they have a coach who's going to help them. You can
Yeah,
guide them to help them.
yeah.
So now we have to dive inside the relationship. Like again, most people, like how many people actually love their relationship? There's a lot of people who don't like the relationship that they're in, but they feel stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And you made the shift to say, I'm not going to rely on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to rely on myself,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to figure out a way to do that.
Yeah.
Most people don't do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people just stay stuck in the relationship
Mm-hmm.
and never end up chasing down their dreams, or they
Mm-hmm.
end up looking for another person to go support them because this
Yeah, yeah,
person's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
right. So what we need to break down is why did you make that choice to go
Mm-hmm.
take responsibility? It's the second time now you've taken responsibility in the
Yeah.
career, but the first
Yeah.
was the relationship. What led you to take the responsibility for your life to make a change where
Mm-hmm.
most people don't? They just refuse to and they want to blame other people. Like what led to you wanting to take responsibility?
And as I said, I just failed in relationship, and I said that's terrible. That's
Right. But why?
I didn't
So,
like it. Yeah.
but most people don't like it. Most people don't like it. If you're anybody in a bad relationship doesn't like it. The difference is the choice you made is unique. And why we're diving into this is because this is what you ultimately have to have. If you want to be a transformational coach, this is what you have to unlock in people. Because you can
Mm-hmm.
give them strategies and say, oh, just go leave and
Yeah.
go find somebody else. But they
Yeah.
won't. They won't do it. Even though it's the best advice, they won't do it because emotionally they're not there because they're afraid. So you made an interesting choice to say, no, I'm going to leave this person and go create my own future because I don't want to depend on somebody else. Where did that's a unique answer to a problem where most people go a different route. So what led you, whether it's influences or environment or books or videos, or like what was the influence that led you to go down this path?
I think is that relationship was kind of like on and off for 3 years, and I fed up with that. I just fed up with that kind of like stuck moment for years. I couldn't do anything else, because if that kind of like take away my focus and energy, try to get out of that relationship, I couldn't do anything else. And at some point I said, I have enough. I have enough, and I just want to get out here. I don't want to look back. The day I said I don't want to look back, I really don't want to look back.
And then so what after that, you up? Like,
yeah. And that after that, actually, I don't decide to study English. I try to find other person. And and a good people, my friend introduced me to good people, but then they don't like to continue the relationship with me. And I realized because I didn't have value. I didn't have value in me. I didn't believe in me. And that's the reason. So that
what pulled you up? So you're low, you're feeling like I have no value, I have no, I'm in a terrible relationship, I don't like my life, all of this negativity. What pulled you up? Was it a book? Was it a video? Was it a conversation? Like what pulled you up to say, you know what? I refuse to stay stuck. I'm going to change my life. What was the thing that helped get you up that ladder?
It was the conversation with me. It's nobody else. No book, nothing. Because I've been thinking that for more than a year.
Okay, so what was it? Were you going for walks? Were you doing meditation? Were you looking in the mirror? Were you journaling? Like what did you do?
I think like many nights I couldn't sleep. And I just keep thinking about that.
Because this is the process now of you went on this journey. You tried a lot of different things. Most of them didn't work. But if you're going to be a transformational coach, I love it. How are you going to do it? You're going to help people get in touch with their inner voice.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of just relying on other people's opinions and society tells you, well, you need to go do this. Like, no. You have to get in touch with your inner voice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you how to do that. And that inner voice will help guide you to your life, whether that's a relationship, a career, moving countries, whatever else. So the process, so you kind of stumbled into it, which is great.
Yeah.
You can teach other people. So if the next step of your coaching journey is to help your friends, the people who look at you and say, hey, I want to do that too. The way to help them do that is not to teach them how to get a job at an international company. It's to teach them how to get in touch with their inner voice.
Right.
So people they'll need help. They'll need guidance. They'll need coaching. That's where you come in, because they don't, most people don't know how to connect with themselves. They're afraid of spending time with themselves, right? As soon as we get bored, we go to our phones and we start looking at Instagram and other things because we don't like spending time with ourselves. So this becomes the process of what did you do? So were you just lying in bed and asking yourself questions?
Yeah. I was thinking about it. How can I get out of this mess relationship? I just fed up with that. But I wasn't have a courage to get out of that one, because I think the challenge for people when they was in the relationship for a long time is the fear of being lonely, being single again, and that's kind of like a fear of the people to get out of some bad relationship. And I have more than a year tried to do that, and I have pain enough, and I just want to get out of that one.
I'm gonna try to find some paper. I want you to think about the three most important questions you asked yourself.
Right.
So go back to like when you were, because these are recurring themes for you, which is great, and this is how you unlock transformation in other people. I have my paper here too. I'm gonna take some notes as we go. Here, we're holding it.
Okay.
So you're lying in bed at night. You don't like your relationship. You start talking to yourself. What are the three most important questions you would ask yourself that you think led to the breakthrough?
Number one question is, in the future, if I get married with somebody bad like this person, and I might end up divorced, could I be able to, have enough money to support for my life and my children? That's number one question. And at that moment, the answer is no. And I said, so I need to do something else. I need to have a confidence in myself to get a better job, maybe higher salary. So whatever happened, I will be confident to look after myself and my children.
I like that. So you have kids?
At the moment, no, I haven't got one. But that moment, I'm thinking about that scenario.
The plan. Okay, okay. I like this.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it. Okay. What else? Give me one more. I wrote down two. I broke that into two.
Yeah, the answer is no. So the next question is, how can I do it? How can I increase my value? And I look back at my job. I didn't like that job. I didn't like that job. I worked really hard, but the company didn't value my performance. So I looking for a way out, a change. And I have a conversation with my brother, and he said, with your personality, maybe working for international company, you would have more opportunity.
How much of the decision, so you talk about kids, right? Like your future kids. Will I be able to support myself and my future kids? How much of the idea that you're doing it for somebody else as well as yourself who are depending on you, how much did that help?
Very important. Very important.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be in loss of out control if that would happen.
Cool. Pen Pesos is asking, Evan, you ask great questions. I'm just channeling Anna. Like, I love her story. All we have to do here is, the things that what you went through that maybe took years, if you can make it into a process, you can guide people to get through it faster. That's what coaching is. It's like, you struggled with this.
Correct.
It took me so long to figure it out, but here's how I actually did it. And so here's how you can do it too. And so then somebody else that you're coaching can do it in a week instead of 3 years.
Yeah.
So I wrote down 3 questions. It's probably too hard to read. Okay, so here's what I wrote down. Because it's not just about the relationship. This can apply to anything, right? So what I wrote down, the question number 1 is, I'm going to make it change your one word here. Does my current path support my dream life?
Right.
Does my current path support my dream life? This is the first question.
Right.
So that's whether that's the relationship, whether that's the career, whether that's anything. Like, does my current path support my dream? That's basically what you were doing. It's like, hey, I want to be here. If I stay stuck, does it? So it's the no, right? So does my current path support my dream life? Question number 2 then, if not, what must change?
Right. Okay.
If not, what must change? So does my current path support my dream life? If not, what must change? I need to find somebody else. I need to go get a new job. I need to eat healthy. I need to work out. I need to
Yeah.
This is really just an exercise in getting honest with yourself.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is people, when they're going through this stuff, they usually ask other people. You still there?
Yeah.
You there? Oh,
I'm
you
here.
lagged it. Okay. You were
Yeah.
frozen for a second.
Okay.
Okay. So what most people do is they ask other people,
Mm-hmm.
well, what do you think I should do? And what do you think? You're saying, no, don't do that. It's you. Spend more time with yourself.
Yeah.
Have a rich conversation with yourself. You already have a lot of the answers. You just have to actually have that conversation instead of avoiding the hard truth. So, 1, does my current path support my dream life?
Yeah.
2, if not, what must change?
Yeah.
And then 3, the last question, who do I need to do this for?
Right. Okay. The leverage.
Yeah. Because what was so interesting for you is it wasn't just about you, it was about your kids. But you don't even have kids yet. It's about your future kids.
Yeah.
But that extra leverage, we all want to feel like we're doing something that is meaningful to other people.
Yeah.
And so we will disappoint ourselves constantly. But when there's somebody else on the line as well, that you're not just going to disappoint you, you're disappointing your kids, your future kids, your spouse, your parents, somebody that means something to you, you're more likely to show up.
Yeah.
Right? Like if you don't want to go to the gym, but your friend is going to meet you there, you're going to go because you said to your friend that you're going to meet them there. But if it's just you, you don't do it. So I like that little addition that you threw in there. It's like, well, I also told myself in thinking forward, my future kids, can I make a life that is great for them? That's really you asking, who do I need to do this for?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
excellent question. Yeah.
as a next step, those are the, so we took what you did for you specifically, and now we make it a little more
structure.
It could apply to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? If somebody, it may not be a relationship or it may not be to a career, but it could be any problem that they're facing right now. Does my current path support my dream life? If not, what must change?
Yep.
And must is like underlined and bolded, and it's like this has to change. Must, I'm underlining it. And then 3, who do I need to do this for?
Right. Okay.
And I think as homework, how many friends of yours have reached out to you or want your help, or you're trying to coach them through?
I done around 10 people current journey with me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would reach out to those 10, like homework.
Yeah.
Reach out to those 10 and ask them to fill out these 3 questions.
Okay. Okay.
Ask them to spend some time with themselves and then write out the answers. Like take a page, tell them, I need you to do this week. This is for you. I need you to do this. We need to create our dream life. I need you to answer these 3 questions and then send it to me. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to help you. Like this is what you tell them. I'm going to help you. 1, 2, 3. Send them the questions. Have them fill it out, and then send it to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think if you take that process, like this is the foundation of what makes Anna great and her coaching great, unique, different, is getting that self-awareness.
Yeah.
And I think the more that you do those 3 questions, the more you'll get the patterns. You'll catch it. Like, oh, this person's the same. This person, same thing. And so then you start to be able to be like, this is when you know those 3 questions, it allows you the answers to those 3 questions. Like if you know the answers to somebody's 3 questions there, it allows you to know how to coach them and push them. Yeah. Because you know what they care about. You know that they're not that they're happy with it and why it must change. And then you have the leverage as well.
Yeah.
So when they say, oh, it's too hard, it's too scary, I don't know how to do it, you can remind them, this isn't just, stop being selfish. It's not just for you. It's also for your kids. You want your kids to grow up and have a mother that they don't respect or whatever, like to get them to actually do the thing. So I think I would love to hear the results. I mean, the movement makers, I'd love for you to share the results of what you learned.
Absolutely.
Ask the 10 people.
Yeah.
Tell them this week, not like you have until next year to answer these questions.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I can do
today,
it.
send it to the 10 people, 3 questions. You have this week to finish it and give it back to me, is what you tell them.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. And then, yeah, share some results in Movement Makers. I'd love to see how it goes.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can do that. Yeah. Yeah.
People are asking,
Thank
what are
you.
the questions? Okay, the questions again, everybody. And listen, follow Anna on her journey because she's going to be doing this a lot more. I just pulled this from her. These are her questions. 1, does my current path support my dream life? Okay. 2, if not, what must change? And then 3, who do I need to do this for?
Yeah.
That's the Anna methodology. That's the beginning of your coaching framework.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I did myself, but now I try to have other people and they still have resistance. Still resistant to change, still fear, and still have excuses to not doing it. Even really want to do it, but they still fear a lot. And this question, I think, ask them to really spend a week to answer. Hopefully, they will
That's
make
the
some
answer.
shift in their mind. Yeah.
They will still need your love, your
Yeah.
guidance, your support, your belief, your hope. Like they'll still need that because
Yeah.
nobody asks these questions to their friends, let alone to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're the one person who they're going to give maybe the most honest conversation they've ever had in their life.
Yeah.
You're the one they're going to be sharing these answers with. And that's a sacred trust that you have as their coach to help them through these things.
Yeah.
But whenever they come up with excuses and reasons and all of the things that why they can't move through, you go back to your answers and say, hey, listen, you said this. It's time to change. I believe in you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Anna. Welcome to Movement Makers. Great to have you on board. We'll see you in the group next week. And I look forward to seeing the answers and what you've learned from people doing those 3 questions with.
Yeah. Yeah. I will. Yeah.
All right. Much love. You got a great comment here. I wish you the best. You deserve the best. You are a smart woman. You can do it. I love it.
Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Anna.
Thank you for
everybody
having me.
watching. See you soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Cheers.